we heard a story, and I think it's a made-up story. I don't know. I'd like to hear what you would say about a woman who wanted to come and take you away with her.
Oh, that's a bunch of bull. Oh, how can you mate a gorilla with a little child? I wasn't even an age yet. I was little.
Tell me your story.
I was born this way. My sisters and brothers are all normal. I said, what I mean normal? They didn't have the hair on them like I have. I think I was lucky because I make money. They have to stay home and go to school. Well, my dad brought me to Carlos's Sideshow. My mother didn't like traveling, so she went home and she stole me and took me with her. So Carlos had to give him money to come back from Puerto Rico so he could show me in the show, because he knew I was a wonderful attraction.
When you were just a baby?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
How old
just
were
a
you?
baby. I wasn't talking or walking yet. And then he decided he liked show business, so he brought me back. And I was with Carl Arthur ever since, and he adopted me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I grew up into ladyhood, and then ran away and got married. Eloped. He was very strict, Carl Arthur. He's German, you know, very strict. He knew how to use the alligator belt. He was good to me. It wasn't like some of these put you in a pit show with a bunch of snakes and call you a geek. It was never like that. He didn't believe in that. I was his daughter. He didn't even allow any of the working men to cuss in front of me. And his wife had a baby in Miami, Florida. And I was about 13, and I thought she was bringing me a doll. She handed it me, she says, here's something for you. Newborn baby, and that was Carl Jr. And I took it and I said, it's moving. Well, that's one of them dolls that walks. I says, and then it wet on me, and I said, no, it isn't. Here, take it. I don't want it.
So what was life like on the road as a star attraction in the Sideshow?
I danced. As I got older, I learned to dance. And Carl said, well, as long as they throw money at you, why, go ahead. And I'd sing old songs, Margie. And I used to love this song. It's a long ways to Tipperary, it's a long ways to go. You remember that one? That's an old one. Well, I'm old. So I used to sing and they'd throw money at me.
But it wasn't long before you were the big star attraction on the Sideshows.
That's right. I was the only one. When we left, he went broke. He went broke. I had a good life. I rode trains. I rode baggage cars.
So you got to see all over the world, all over the country.
And lived in tents. Living tents. We didn't have trailers. Oh my goodness, that was terrible. I had to do it now, I couldn't. But them days, you're young, anything, you know. Yeah, put it back there.
So was it a hard life?
Years ago, yeah, because we were in depression. You know, people nowadays to live through the depression, they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. We did it. We ate beans every day. Beans, a ham bone, run through the beans. No ham on it. I liked it. I liked it because, well, I get the ride free. I'd sneak out of the show. My dad go look for me to work. I wasn't there. Or I'd go down to the girly show or the colored show, learn all the steps. I had a ball when I was little. Wasn't all work for me. I'd ride, they all knew me, you know. Wasn't like nowadays, you couldn't trust them boys. But the old men, they all knew me. Come on, Priscilla, hurry up. Get back to the show, do your thing. And Daisy and Violet, they were little. I'd go over there and we'd get on the slide. They slide together. You know, the fun house. She says, is your dad looking for me? I said, no. Is your uncle looking for you? See, they traveled with their uncle.
What did you wear when you were outside?
A black veil and a robe. The only thing they showed was the arm, and that was before they say, get your tickets now. You know. I said, now if you want to see something, you come in and see, and I'll take my veil off. But you ain't gonna see nothing until you buy a ticket there or there. And I said, see all them pictures up there? See all these pictures over here? That's what you're gonna see with your one ticket. And you'll see me too.
We heard a story, and I think it's a made-up story. I don't know. I'd like to hear what you would say about a woman who wanted to come and take you away with her.
Oh, that's a bunch of bull.
Is it really?
Yeah. I'm a little girl. How? That's nuts.
Who made that story up? Was that just for publicity?
That old Enquirer.
The National Enquirer.
Mm-hmm. And it got all over, all the books, True Magazine, all but Life. Madame O'Brea. Rosalia Madame O'Brea. That was her name. Richest woman in Cuba. She had gorillas. She had marmosets, you know, the little ones. She had dogs of all kinds. She had pigs, bad as me, goats, everything. When you go out there, you had to watch it, you know, because the goats would buck you, you know. She had them billy goats, you know. Carl had to go back to a meeting, New York. He left Cuba. Left me there with his brother-in-law and his wife, Anna. And she come out. She said, do you want to come out to my house and visit? I said, no, ma'am. My dad is away. When he comes back, yeah. So she called him and said, I want to adopt her. And says, I fell in love with Percilla. She even had my teeth fixed. See, I had 2 rows. And, she wanted to adopt me so bad. Not for gorillas. That was all a bunch of, how can you make a gorilla with a little child? I wasn't even an age yet. I was little.
They said that in the newspaper?
Yeah.
I'd never heard that.
Yes.
That's terrible they said that.
Yeah, they sure did. And they got it all, you know, backwards. But I was scared to death. I mean, here come one walking, you know. She says, I forgot the darn thing's name. She said, Nita, andale. Run right back to the cage. Go right back in this cage.
Gorillas?
Mm-hmm.
She kept gorillas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you were scared because you didn't want to
Oh.
live there.
I'm scared of them now. Let alone snakes. Oh, she had snakes too. She had a big water thing, and it was full of snakes and alligators.
So what did your father say when she wanted to adopt you?
What would you say? That's what he said. He said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. She is my daughter. I don't depend on her making me a living. She gets money. Well, darn little, but she got money. No, I had her adopted. She is my daughter. And don't you forget it. So, bang, hung up the phone.